Hello and welcome to Regrow Tech India. I'm your host, Durinaya, bringing to you yet another episode of the Java Interviews Beginner Series. So in today's episode, we are going to discuss about yet another pattern programming, but it is very different from all the rest of the patterns that we have already done. But these days there is a meme, same but different. This is sort of like that. It is not necessarily very different, but at the first glance, it might look like it. So let's get started and let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the pattern. So far we have learned patterns wherein we were starting from the left-hand side no matter what. For instance, we had something like this 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or we had something like this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So we were always starting from the left side. There was no problem. The problem with this code, however, is that we will have to take into consideration the spaces that is there, because that will have to be printed. Otherwise, you will not be able to get this first star. After 4 spaces in the first line, 3 spaces in the second line, 2 spaces in the fourth one, the third line, and 1 space in the fourth one. Right? So this is something that we will have to consider. Now, I know it might look a little, different, but let me show you something that will make it look similar. So for this one, what I've done is I have put hashtags in places of the spaces. Just to, the hashtags signifies the spaces for now. And then I have also put it a triangle. And if you see this triangle, you will remember something. Right? We said that in this kind of triangle, what we typically do is we run the I loop from n to 1 instead of 1 to n. So if, like, say, number of lines is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? That is how we run the I loop. If you see the spaces, when I is 5, there are 4 spaces. Meaning the space will go from 1, 2, 3, 4. It will go from 1 till whatever is less than I. So for spaces, we will run yet another loop, but this loop will not go up till I, but it will go 1 less than I. Similarly, here I is 4. The spaces are going from 1 to 3, 1 less than 4. Similarly, here the I is 3 and the spaces is going 2 times, 1 less than 3. Here the space is, the I is 2 and it is going till 1, 1 less than 2. And lastly, there is no space. 1 minus 1 is anyway 0, right? So there is no space. If we can understand this particular triangle, it is easier to understand the stars also. Let us see about that. So for the stars, let me go ahead here. Now here, when I is 5, the star is 1. When I is 4, the star is 1, 2. When I is 3, the star is 1, 2, 3. When I is 2, the star is 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I is 1, the star is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what we will consider when we are making the number of stars. Okay, we will understand it by writing a small logic. So first of all, we are going to go ahead and write the logic for space. So for first thing, of course, we will have to run the I loop. I is equals to n, I greater than equals to 1, I minus minus. And for space, I'm going to take a s loop for int s is equals to 1, s less than I. So here you could have also said less than equals to I minus 1, but less than means it will go only till the time s is less than I. So if I is 5, it will only go up till 4, which is what we want. And then we will do s plus plus. And in that, for now, we are going to print hashtag. Later on, we will change. So this will print how many, in the first line 4 hashtags, in the second line 3, 2, 1, like that. Next is what we want to do for the j loop. So for int, let me give a little bit of space here, for int j is equals to, let us say Okay, so what if I, here I was 5, j is running one time. So if you think about it, I is 5, n is also 5. Meaning it is basically going from n till I, 5 till 5, right? One time. Then next it is going from 5 till 4, two times, right? So we can actually run either a forward loop or a backward loop, doesn't matter. If let's say we are running a loop like this, j equals I, j less than equals n and j plus plus, we want to print star in this case. My star does not look like a star, oh my god. And then eventually we need a new line, system.out.println. That should give us a new line. Now, let me explain the J loop here. So in the J loop, what really is about to happen is that space, I think it already understood. So we'll go 4, 3, 2, 1. So in the J loop, I'm running the loop from I till n. So for the first time, I is 5, n is going to remain 5. So 5 and 5, it will run only one time, from 5 till 5. Then next time it is going to run from 4, because I is 4, till 5. So 4, 5. Okay. So let me write the values in this manner. Let me erase a few values here so that it is easier for us to understand. Okay. Let me take an eye popping color. Yes. So here, this is a j is at 5. Okay. From 5 till 5. Next, j is at 4 and 5. Then I is 3, j will go from 3, 4, 5. So again, it is going from I till n. Right? Again, I is 2 here, it is going from 2 to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the last one, I is 1, it is going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So J loop is going basically from whatever is the I value at that point till the n value. Right? That is how we are getting this star. So I hope it is understood how are we getting the spaces and how are we getting the stars. We'll go ahead and write this to understand how is this happening. So let's get on here and let's go to Eclipse. There we go. Okay, so we'll go with int n equals 5. 5, that's what we want. For int I equals 1. Oh no, we want it to go ulta, right? So I equals 5. I greater than equals to 1. Then we'll do I minus minus. Let me just quickly go ahead and check what did we want. Yes, we wanted 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we will be running the I loop in the minus direction. So 5 till 1. Okay. So let me write some comments here. For number of lines. So the I loop is simply for the number of lines. Then for the S loop, for number of spaces in each line. Okay, this is the job of the S loop. So for int s equals 1, s less than equals I, not equals, just less than I, because we don't want it to go up till 5, we want it to go up till only 4. And lastly, s plus plus. And once we do that, we are going to go ahead and we are also going to print a space. So not in a new line, so I'll just remove ln and I will just say print hashtag for now. And for this one, the J loop, for to print the number of stars in each line. For int j equals, it will go from I till n, right? So j equals I, j less than equals n, then j plus plus. And here, as for now, I also kind of want to print the j to show you what is happening with the j. So I'll just print j, and outside the loops, I'm going to print a new line. That should be all. Let's go ahead and print this. So we have 4 hashtags, then a 5, then 3 hashtags, then 4, 5, 2 hashtags, then 3, 4, 5, 1 hashtag, 2, 3, 4, 5, no hashtag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, the J loop, or I'm so sorry, I should be explaining from the top here. So I is going from 5 till 1 so as to accommodate the number of spaces. The number of spaces are also in decreasing order. It goes from 1 till 1 less than I. That is why we said S less than I, not less than equals to it that we typically do. For J, we said J will go from I till whatever is the n value. So if I is 1, n is 5, if I is 5, n is 5, J will run only one time. When I is 4, n is 5, n is going to remain 5. So 4 till 5, it will go from 4, 5, as you can see. Then when I is 3, n will be 5, it will go 3, 4, 5. When I is 2, it will go from 2 to 5, and so on. So if this is understood, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and print star in place of this, and let us see. There we go. Now I'll just remove the hashtags, and boom, we are sorted. This will be fetching us the result that we wanted, and this is the kind of pattern where the space is also printed. Right? In the other patterns that we have done till now, the space was not being printed, but in this one, the space needs to be printed. That is why we have 3 loops. 2 loops are separate, which is one is S loop and the other one is J loop. Both of them work inside the I loop itself. Right? That is this something that we need to take care of. As for now, I need to also explain the loop, and I should have written here n. Let me check this. Yeah, no problems here. I just want to change the value of n to 3 so that I can show you another one of these in just 3 lines. Okay, let me quickly show you a dry run of this. I know it is going to be a little too long, but bear with me. So here we are. Let me increase the size of this. Perfect. Not that much maybe. Yeah. So first of all, what we have is n is equals to 3. So there will be a variable n in which 3 will be stored. Then there will be a variable I in which will go from n till 1. Meaning it will go 3 to 1. So first value will be 3. The condition will be checked. I is greater than equals to 1. So I is 3 right now. It is greater than 1. We are happy, meaning it will go inside. So on the inside, the first thing it will find is the for s. So we will have the variable s also. S is supposed to go from I till less than, it is supposed to go from 1 till less than I. So what we are going to do here is, we are going to say first value of s is 1. It is supposed to print a space. So right now let me write hashtag instead. So it will check the condition. S is greater than I, less than I. So S is 1, I is 3. S is clearly less than 3. So it will go and it will print a hashtag. Okay. Next, again S plus plus will happen. So 1 plus 1 will become 2. It will check the condition. So basically we know that the initialization happens. It checks the condition. If the condition is true, it goes inside. After that, it again updates and checks the condition. If the condition is true, it goes inside. Right? So as of now, S plus plus has happened. S plus plus is 2. It will check the condition. S is less than I. So S is 2, I is 3, S is less. We are happy. So it will print another hashtag. Okay. Again, S plus plus will happen. S becomes 3. Again, it will check the condition. S is less than I. Now S is 3, I is also 3. They are equal but not less. Meaning the condition has become false. It will reach here, it will go to the next line, and in the very next line we have yet another for loop. So this for loop will be for the j. So j is supposed to start from I. I right now is 3. I will check the condition. J is less than equals to n. So j is 3 and n is also 3. So it is equal, the condition is true, meaning it will go here and it will print the star. So the star will be printed. Now after that j plus plus is supposed to happen. So j plus plus 3 will become 4 and it will check the condition that j is either less than or equals to n. J is 4, n is 3. Meaning the condition has become false. It will not print anymore. It will come to the next line and it will see system.out.println, meaning there has to be a new line. Blinker will come here. Next, it is supposed to reach to the end of the for I loop, meaning it will go again back to the top and it will do I minus minus. So I minus minus, I was 3, now it will become 2. I will become 2. So now again it will go back to the for S loop. It will go from 1 till I, right? Which is less than I. So first value of S will be 1. The condition will be checked. S is less than I. 1 is less than 2. Yes, it is. It will go and print one more hashtag. Again, S plus plus will happen. S will become 2. It will check the condition. S is less than I. Right now, S is 2, I is 2. It is equal, not less than, meaning condition is false. It will come to the J loop. Because the S loop is done, we found a false condition. Now J will go from 1 till I. Okay. So, I'm sorry, J will go from I till N, not 1 till I. So right now, I is 2. So J will start from 2. Okay. It will start from 2. It will check the condition. J is less than equals to N. So J is 2, N is 3. So J is less only. Condition is true. So it will go here and it will print a star. Okay. Next, again they'll do J plus plus. So 2 will become 3. It will check the condition. J is less than equals to N. J is 3. N is also 3. The condition is true because they are both equal. So again it will go inside. It will print a second star. Now once that happens, again J plus plus is supposed to happen. So J plus plus 3 will become 4. The condition will now be checked. So condition will clearly become false. Now J is 4, N is 3. They are greater, not neither less than nor equals to. This will stop. Next, system.out.println is supposed to happen. So there will be another new line. And then again I minus minus is supposed to happen. So 2 will become 1. Now after I minus minus, the condition will be checked. I is greater than or equals to 1. So right now I is 1, meaning the condition is still true. So here again it will go to S. S is 1. It will check the condition. S is less than I. So right now S is 1, I is also 1. They are equal. Condition for the first time itself, it is false. Meaning this will not run at all, the S loop. Next, it will go to the J loop. In the J loop, it's supposed to run from I till N. So right now I is 1. So the first value of J will be also 1. Okay. It will check the condition. J less than equals to N. So right now J is 1. N is 3. J is less than 3. Happy. Meaning it will go ahead and it will print a star. Next, J plus plus is supposed to happen. So J will become 2. And then what we are going to do here is it will check the condition. J is less than equals to N. J is 2. N is 3. It is less. We are happy with the condition. Again, we'll print the star. Second star will be printed. Now, J plus plus is supposed to happen. So J will become 3. It will check the condition. J is less than equals to N. J is 3. N is 3. The condition is still true, meaning it will print another star. The third star is printed. Next, again it will change the value of J to 4, J plus plus, and it will check the condition. J is less than equals to N. 4. J is 4 and N is 3. It is neither less than nor equals to. Condition is false. It will print a new line. The blinker will come here. Again, it reaches the end of the for I loop. I minus minus is supposed to happen. So right now I was 1. Minus minus, it will become 0. The condition will be checked. I greater than or equals to 0. So right now I is 0. Sorry, the condition is I greater than equals to 1. And right now I is 0. So of course it is not going to work. Meaning it will come out of this for loop also. And after this for loop there is absolutely nothing. So your output will be hashtag hashtag star hashtag star 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 star. And that's how you will get your result. I hope the dry run of this program is understood. I know this video went a little too long, but expectations is to understand this particular program, because oftentimes we are able to create the other two patterns that we have discussed, but this kind of pattern we get very confused. That is the reason why I wanted to take up a longer session wherein we discuss the dry run completely. Now that I have done it, I would love for you to check it out, and if you like the video, hit that like button and subscribe. Have a great day ahead.